Good day and welcome to Worldwide Peacemaker Vibes. My name is Jasmine. I'm your general tarot card reader for this full moon tarot and oracle spread, January of 2026. This is specifically meant for Leo rising placements. Remember to only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Use this message for your highest and greatest good only. The first card out is what you need to be focusing on. I'm using Amanda Lovelace, Cozy Witch Tarot, and Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle. Leo rising. What do you need to focus on this full moon, January of 2026? What do you need to focus on? What do you need to focus on? Being honest with yourself. Flower energy. Focus on being honest with yourself. Card number 17 in this deck, which the traditional tarot, 17 is the star card, healing, ancestors, etc. We do ourselves a major disservice when we aren't truthful with ourselves. There's something you know to be true, yet you continue to ignore it. Lying to yourself may feel like the easiest thing to do, but things have changed. It's time for you to face reality, even if it makes you uncomfortable. No matter the outcome, it won't be nearly as bad as you think. So let's clarify that with some tarot. Clarify and be honest with yourself. Clarify and be honest with yourself. Two cards came out, Leo rising. Clarifying, be honest with yourself when it comes to the hangman energy, the patient witch. That can have anything to do with your dream state or things that you're taking a moment of stillness and pause. It says learn to get comfortable with sitting still whenever necessary. So maybe you're a busybody. Maybe you're not getting enough rest. It's time for you to be honest with yourself about that. And then you have the 11 card, Justice. Stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. So literally, stick to your truth, okay? Leo rising or crosswatcher, there is the energy of someone receiving some type of karma. In this situation, could be an Aquarius, could be a Leo, could be a Libra, and could be a Pisces. But I'm picking up the energy of like possibly prison time, jail time. And also for others of you, if you're focused on a higher commitment in relationship, like possibly marriage or something like that, just be patient. So focus on being patient, focus on good karma only, and being honest with yourself. Ethical, logical, reasonable with the Justice card. So focus on this. Being treated, I said being traded. Somebody's trading something. Being treated with the same fairness will be reflected in your actions. So if you're looking for personal justice, know that everything will rule in your favor. It says sleep soundly. So let's get into this patient witch energy. There's no point in trying to rush it, so you might as well get comfy where you are, right? If you're annoyed with the in-between place, surrender all expectations. It either wasn't meant to be right now or just not meant to be, period, and something more fitting awaits you. All right? Next card is what you need to release with this full moon. What do you need to release with this full moon? It says, Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. Card number 13 in tarot is the Death card. Transformation, rebirth, endings as well. It says you've earned your stripes, Lioness. Some of you literally may need to let go of an energy of some type of fairy tale or a dirty mermaid or merman. Take it how it resonates. But it says, what do you need to release? Some of you need to release possibly a Scorpio energy. It says, naturally, sometimes your growth comes a little scarring. You should be proud of the person you've become and think of your scars not as a reminder of the pain you've had to endure in the past, but as proof that you can survive anything. So if you need to release the energies that were trying you, wanting you to catch a body, clarifying lioness, release this. Make sure you're using your spiritual gifts to release this energy every morning, whether it's yoga, meditation, visualization, however you release energy. This is what you need to release, though. You have the Devil card, toxic witches. Be cautious of those who take more than they give. Some of you need to just release the expectations for toxic witches that were interfering with your inheritance, financially and or spiritually. Release this. In this card, it's a gloomy witch dealing with a pair of toxic friends who constantly do things like exclude her and make fun of her. Yet they still expect 300% from her side of the friendship. They're so draining that some might consider them to be energy vampires. So if you're surrounded by people who deplete you, it's time to release them, cut them off, preserve what you have left, or at least create healthy distance. Release feminine energies who practice self-destructive behaviors and also project burdens and insecurities onto other people. Capricorn and Scorpio energy, but this applies to all signs. The next card is draw this energy in. Draw this energy in. All right, Leo rising. With this full moon, you have some low vibrational energies really getting caught up, okay? How I use the analogy of the dirty mermaid, there are some sharks hungry for some mermaids, okay? Two with these two cards here. Library, take control of your own narrative. Evil queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. Draw this energy in. Draw in the energy of you knowing your self-worth, and you are the narrator and author of your own story. Yes, the universe has a blueprint written out for you, your Akashic records. But if you don't have access to that, you can still follow through being in alignment by trusting your intuition, not trusting other energies that are puppets for evil beings, okay? Draw this energy in, relinquishing control, not giving other people power over your narrative, not being ensued in chaos. So draw in the energy that all is in your favor. Some of you may actually need to go to the library. Others of you need to draw in the inspiration that you need to pick up the pen, whether the pen is mentally or physically. Write your stories. Some of you have stories about evil queens in your life that actually would be some good reads for people that like reading physical books. Someone in your life mistreating you. So energies watching this, and you keep trying to see the good in people, you need to draw in the energy of your truth, which is those energies don't deserve second chances. Draw in the energy that you need to cut those people loose. Unfollow them, block their number. It's time to do whatever it takes to find inner peace, which is move on. So draw this energy in, moving on from evil queens. Draw in the energy of you taking control of your wheel, your destiny, your fate, your Akashic records. Clarifying evil queen. Yeah, you got the Ace of Pentacles. Draw this energy in, literally. It says, what an abundant opportunity. Draw in the opportunity to block and unfollow evil queens, evil witches. It doesn't matter the gender. Some of you need to draw in the energy to literally tell. Somebody's going to be snitching for some money, is what I'm hearing too. Clarifying library. Yes, the Ace of Wands. Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Don't you see how your passion makes you glow? Draw in this energy that you need to cut off low vibrational toxic people. Draw in the energy you need to heal your Akashic records after being disappointed and taken advantage of by different people. Let's see what's emerging for you. What's emerging this full moon? What's emerging for Leo risings this full moon? What's emerging? It says, universe, we're all just stardust. What's emerging for you? The universe. All that the universe has to offer you, which is literally creativity, to experience joy and playfulness, to create happiness. So what's emerging for you? The universe. Literally. It says, when we're children, we can barely comprehend the vastness of our own lives, let alone the existence of other planets. It's not long before we learn we aren't the center of the universe, but we are specks of stardust in one of its many skies. We must all still do our part to take care of our own individual worlds, or else it throws everything else off balance. So make sure to keep balance in your life, but don't forget the big picture stuff like giving thanks, not littering, and recycling. So what's emerging for you is you being able to show up for the universe, whether that's through your community, your actual job, or just who you are as a person, as an empath. So let's clarify, universe. What's emerging during this full moon? What energy is emerging? You have the Fool card. New beginnings. Like a chance for each morning is a new beginning. So remember I told you every morning, do what you need to do. It only takes 21 days for something to become a consistent habit or new pattern in your life. 21 days to replace a bad habit with a new positive habit. So what's emerging for you is the point of the journey where you realize it's about self-discovery and not the end goal. Keep in mind that the world is an unpredictable place and there's lots of magic to be experienced, okay? Every time you step out your front door, don't step out in your Sunday's best, but step out in your best energetically. And our final card for this message is a message from the universe. Message from the universe. Card number 38, Villain. You can always rewrite the story. So as you are taking up the pen and living out your destiny, your life, and rewriting your story if need be, or creating your own story in general, you always go be seen as the villain to those that were manipulating you. Lots of dirty mermaids. Hard truth to swallow is sometimes villains win, but that doesn't mean give up or lose all hope. It just means rewrite the story and keep going. It's incredibly freeing and empowering to reclaim yourself after a personal tragedy. Some of you have already went through personal tragedies. You may have felt like you lost opportunities or not living in your truth because of some villains. You're rewriting that story now. Here's the death card right here. Broom energy. You're sweeping it out the door. Nothing out under a rug, but completely out the door. Okay? Clarifying villain. You can always rewrite the story. There's a Scorpio on the run. If you work with that energy, it's about to impact your work and your reputation and how you're looked at as a master if you're considered one. But it's the Eight of Pentacles. Sorry, but fairies aren't going to come do all the work for you. Some of y'all are being divinely guided to no longer deal with a Scorpio placement, whether it's a sun, moon, Mercury, or Venus. Make sure you're doing your shadow work as well. Eight of Pentacles. It's one thing to manifest something into your life. However, it's another thing entirely to do what's necessary to make sure it has any chance of coming true. All the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into enhancing your skills will eventually be worth it. Okay? Feel free to like the video, share my channel, share the video, subscribe if you're not already. Bye.